Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Leana's Corner. If this is your first time here, welcome and thank you for popping in, and if you are returning, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So first of all, I want to say sorry for not having a video last month. I did have plans, but in Queensland, down in Brisbane, which is about an hour-ish drive south of us, they had a 3-day lockdown, and that was at the end of the school term, and we were planning on going away on the Monday for the school holidays, and because of this lockdown we weren't sure we were going to get over the border, but their lockdown got lifted, and we thought we're going while we can, so we left on the Friday, which was the Easter Friday, and we drove down to New South Wales for our holiday, and so I didn't have time to film it, and then we were away for the 2 weeks, and then this life got in the way. So I'm going to show you what I did for March and April. So it's not going to be in order because I did work on stuff for both March and April, so I'm just going to tell you what I worked on in what month. But first of all, I do have a finish. This one I started and finished in March. It is I Am Enough, and I used that for the theme for the monthly magazine challenge, and it was blue, and it was from the cross stitch issue 367, page 71. It's supposed to be like a little badge, so it's supposed to be so small, so I did it on 14 count and I doubled it, so it's really technically 7 count. So I like that idea because I wanted it to be big enough. So I finished that. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to frame it or put it in a pillow or something. I did finish my 2 hours at the top, and like I mentioned before, I decided I am going to leave it like this. So I finished that bottom out and the 2 tops, and I have framed it. So about the glare, I've got a lamp above me because it is invisible outside, and I am currently on the floor in my office because I rearranged my office just to get more space, and then I had a chair which I usually sit on, but it was just too bulky in here and it was taking up too much space, so I moved that into another area, and now my cross stitch is just nicely spread on my floor. But yeah, so that's why I'm on the floor. So I have finished that and framed it. Now I just gotta hang it up. Okay, I did do some more of my 3 little words from Lizzie Kate. So I did more of the like border. I think I did that side, and I actually did the little flower, and that's all I've done so far on that one. And that was in March. I was working on that one. Just let me check. And I didn't put it down for April, so I only worked out that on March. Live the Life You Love, I worked that on in this March only. So I've actually finished Life. That was only a March one as well. I did some more on Ocean's Adventure, and I've actually moved it. So I have actually moved Ocean tilt it up, and so I'm working down there. So I did I think I did that fish there. If I do have any pictures from before, I will add them, but I can't remember because it was so long ago and I have to go through my phone. But if I do, they will be up, so you can see what the before pictures look like. Okay, this one was an Irish blessing. Did I started that in March? Let me check. Yeah, so I started this in March, this Irish blessing, and I have done it in April as well. Can you see that? Yeah. So it will say, it will say, may your troubles be less and your blessing be more, and nothing but happiness comes through your door, in Irish blessing. So I've got 2 more lines of words to go up the top, and then just basically that border. It repeats itself, so I'm basically, at the moment, I just got to do the light green for the rest of that, and then I can start going around completing the rest of that border. So I did mother and child for both March and April. My plan was to finish it in April, but 2 weeks holiday and I was getting sick of stitching the same colour. So, but it is nearly finished. She does have her face now, so I'm basically just got to do the rest of the body. There is two tones of pink in there, like the outside is darker than that one, but sometimes they don't look like it is there, but then you can notice it, and so like you can sort of see the bit of the outline. So I'm going to wait until I've fully finished it and see if it looks good, or if not I might maybe backstitch a bit so you can see that there is 2 colours in just defined. Sorry about that, that's by my husband. Define that there is 2 colours there, so I will work that out later. So basically for March I did everything I planned on doing, except for I didn't do the band sampler. I just didn't get time. Excuse me. Change of seasons is affecting me. So basically out of the things we got, I only missed one, so it was not too bad, especially since we had a fair few to do. So there was like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and plus the thing, so it was 9 different projects, so I'm quite happy with that. So for April I started a new project. The thing was April showers, and I found this little little mouse. I might show you because that's the pattern. Is under, I blew it up. He's holding in a flower umbrella, so, and it's got some raindrops, so for April showered. That was from the Ultimate Cross Stitch Flower Volume 12, the 2016 year, and that's all I've done so far. So that's the middle, and then the little mouse is starting from, going to come from there. So that's all I got done. And I did that while I was, excuse me, on my holiday. So when I actually have some time to do something. Sorry about that, I had to blow my nose. I did have Relax with Pepper to be done, and I never got around to it. You saw Mother and Child and Irish Blessing, which I did do, and I was going to do next chapter, but I didn't get around to doing that. So that's all I got done. So not too bad for someone with on 2 week holidays. But before I did go away, I did buy this cute little cross stitch, the dog I thought that because I'll be cross stitching, my grandson might see and want to try, so I thought I'll buy him a little one, but he was more interested in his video games, so I got that for later on to do. And when we were away, I went to the local op shop, and I found this Dimensions kit, Delicate Beauty. It was only for $1, so that's what it looks like. And then you got all the different fibres that came with it. You need it. So I haven't done anything like this before, and I thought for $1, it's not too bad. So she's basically printed, and you just wear the lines with the numbers on. You just fill it in with whatever stitch they require, and you do get the pattern that tells you what stitches are required where. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get into that, but I'm looking forward to trying it, because you got satin stitches, steam stitches, back stitch, straight stitch, French knots. So yeah, so for $1, it's not bad. It's something different. While I was there, I also found like this bunch of ribbon. I've seen other people use ribbon in their projects, like with cushions and stuff, and I never had that nice pretty ribbon, so I saw this, and then they're quite decent length, some are more, but then you got the thicker part there, and then you got some thinner base, and then got it a fair bit in white, another one in white, and then I got this nice purple. So I thought that would be quite good to use that for something. Nothing in mind yet, but it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Excuse me. Sorry again, had to blow my nose again. I didn't show you this, but when I was at Lincraft for something, they had 40% off sale, and I found 2 cross stitch magazines that I got, and I had a quick flip through, and then there's one I got the mother and child, so I got that again because I've actually got that pattern. I got the mother and child from Ready. I think the one you can get so many magazines, and for like $13 a month, and you can get different magazines. And so I got just cross. One of them I don't buy, but I could look in it. So, and this one had some. Oh, I think I was like that love. I think I've seen it before on someone's page, but there were some cute patterns in this one, and I think there was another one in this one I liked. This owl there, so and they're normally $13. I'm not sure. I think they dropped down to $5 because I'm in clearance anyway, and then because of the 40% off, I got them for $3 each, so I was quite happy with that one. And then I got my normal magazine subscription come through. The cross stitch and the border cross stitching, and it's 3 little patterns. But recently I went to the news agency, and I noticed they had this magazine, Lucy Heaton's cross stitch collection. So she's the one who does the little fairy tales, and then she's got some really nice and the patterns in here. I won't do a quick flip through, but you got like family time, home style storybook. And quick stitches. So that's a really nice one, so I got that. Recently I was in Big W for a completely different other reason, and I went to this craft section, and then I know some people saying that like a Big W, some of their stores, you had 50% off their cross DMC threads. I never really noticed it at my Big W, but I don't know why this time I happened to go in that aisle at the right time and look at the right place, and they had a whole bunch for 50 cents each, so I went and got just a few. I think there's like 47. So I'm picking up different colours, and I go, do I have this colour? And then I'm trying to flick through and go, oh yes I do, but then I was at the shop on the stands, and I go get this colour, and then putting them all across. Do I have this one? Oh yes I do. Put it back. No I don't. And so I had 47 different new colours. Some I don't have already, but some are repeats, but I know I'm going to use them eventually, so it's good to have a backup. So that's what I've done in March and April. For May, I decided not to do the magazine challenge, just because lately I haven't been in the mood to cross stitch, and then I feel like I have to cross stitch to meet that challenge, which I know I don't have to, but so I decided I'm not going to do anything, and then the magazines, and then we'll set challenges, trying to find out what will fit the Senate letters for the acoustics. And then I know Stitch Mania was coming up, and I thought I would just concentrate, I plan on concentrate with everything that's in my little tub. There's more to come in there, but they're on the floor. Concentrate on getting that down instead of adding new ones to that project. And then I don't think I'm really going to do Stitch Mania, but then I saw this one on Creative Crafting. It's May Stitch Mission, and Stitch with Intention, Achieve Greatness. So that was that one. And they stitch count, so they got like Mania, and every time you do 100 stitches you cross colour in your box. So the mission is to do 7,500 stitches, but there's nothing saying that you have to stitch on any sort of project. I think you just stitch on something, and as long as 7,500 stitches, that's all good. But then I think we got this, when you complete a square, fill in X, so you got Stitch O. So I think that's another part you can do. So like you spent 30 minutes stitching on a colour red, or what colour white, or light colours, dark colours, yellow, green, blue, purples. Stitch 100 in a sitting, 200, 300, 400, 500 in one sitting. Stitch 3 days in a row, stitch 5 days in a row. Clean up and organise your stitch spot. Prepare a new small project to share in the group. Spend hours stitching in a different spot. So you stitch in your lounge room, you spend an hour stitching in your bedroom. Spend a stitch session enjoying silence while you stitch. So you listen to music or YouTube. You don't do it for that hour. Share your best tip on dealing with the fog. Share your favourite cross stitch memo in the group. Clean and organise your pattern stash. So they've got other challenges to besides stitching. And then we've got May Whip Co. Add your whips to the board. Each square will represent a stitch session focused on a whip, so you can whip. So one whip can be multiple sessions. So then you can do Whip Co. This is a smaller version of it if you want to, and then it tells you how like points work for that. It must be for the stitcho. This is the first time I've done it, so I'm not going to be too fussed, but you get so many points and then you can try to win and draw to win this Tinkerbell pattern. So I'm going to give it a go and see how I cope with it, depending if I'm in the mood for stitching or not, so hopefully I am. And yeah, so that's what I got planned for May, and I definitely hope to be back at the end of May to see how things go with life. And yeah, so I hope you all had a great March and April, and May is going to be good for you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.